What's up, Raider Nation? I'm Raider back here with another video. I know this the quality of the video is probably going to be a little crappy, but tomorrow's week 1, and I want to get something out of the way just really quick, so what's up, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. And the season starts tomorrow in Carolina. The Las Vegas Raiders make their inaugural season debut. We would hope it's a fun game. We make our inaugural season debut. This is the first time we're going to see LV be the acronym that represents the Raiders. It's going to be a little weird to see, but I think we'll be able to get used to it. But tomorrow, the Raiders play the Panthers, week 1. We play the rebuilding Panthers that don't really have anything aside from Brian Burns and Christian McCaffrey. And I know the picture's a little small, but like I said, I'm just going to get this out of the way. Like I said, tomorrow we play the Panthers, 10 o'clock a.m. on CBS, 1 o'clock p.m. for those who live on the other side, the East Coast. So, yeah. Tomorrow, the Raiders obviously kick off the season, and it's obvious the Raiders have a lot more pieces and a lot more young pieces to go ahead and maybe edge us out in this game. And I'm going to tell you why I think we can beat the Panthers. So, the Panthers are a really odd team, right? They're obviously rebuilding or retooling. As Raider fans, I think the only player we should be really concerned about is the guy on the screen there, Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, he's going to wreak havoc, and I doubt the Raiders are going to be able to stop him tomorrow. But look at this, right? Carolina is a rebuilding team, right? By the way, I'm also going to post the same audio on my podcast, so shout out to those who are watching the Show Talk podcast or listening to the Show Talk podcast. Go ahead and listen to my podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Google, Beaker, Radio Public, and wherever else you can find your podcast, Apple included, but still. But the Panthers aren't going to do well this season. They just aren't. They're rebuilding or they're retooling. And, I honestly think the only player that's really going to do much for the Panthers is probably McCaffrey. People seem to forget this, okay? The Raiders have a huge leg up on the Panthers, right? Why is that? Their coaching staff. All their coaches, every single one, maybe besides like one or two, I think maybe like their quarterback's coach or somebody in there, is a rookie coach. Matt Rule came from Baylor, rookie. Joe Brady, Coach Burrow at LSU, rookie. Phil Snow came from Baylor with Rule as a defensive coordinator, rookie coach. The special teams coordinator, rookie coach. So all 4 of their big coordinators, all 4 of their big coaching pieces, should I say, are rookie coaches who have all been at the college level, who have zero experience in the NFL field. And obviously, think about it this way, right? The Panthers got rid of Cam Newton, right? They got rid of, they didn't get rid of Luke Kuechly. He retired. But, they lost the 2 biggest anchors on their team, right? On top of this, who knows what to expect from Matt Rule? He was a college coach. He doesn't adapt to the NFL. And I definitely think he's going to struggle, which is probably obvious. But then he brings in a guy like Teddy Bridgewater. And Teddy's good, played well in 5 games of relief of Drew Brees last year in New Orleans after Drew Brees broke his finger and all. But he's no Cam. Let's just be honest, he's going to take a while having to get adjusted to the Carolina's offense. And oh my God, they have Brady who helped Burrow throw 51 touchdowns. Really? You think that's going to happen with Bridgewater? It's not happening. So, think about it this way, right? You have your 4 main coaching pieces are rookies. They have no experience at all, have never been on an NFL team or an NFL coaching staff, don't know the speed of the NFL game, or have only adapted to the speed of the college game, right? But yet the owner is paying the head coach millions of dollars. I think Matt Rule's getting paid like $70 million when it's all said and done. So, but he could do anything. Matt Rule could do anything. He could run a spread. He could do a ground and pound. He could West Coast. I mean, so it's yet to be seen. But people seem to forget, man, that this year especially, it's going to be hard for any rookie type of associate that's hitting NFL field tomorrow is going to have some struggles, right? Not only did you replace the two biggest anchors on your team, that being Luke Kuechly and Newton, but they brought in rookie coaches. And like I said, they're going to struggle, obviously, because they haven't adapted to the NFL game. But here's my bigger point is, think about it this way, right? People seem to forget that we are in a pandemic, okay? Because of the pandemic, NFL teams and NFL coaches, especially those who are in the first year of coaching the teams, the Panthers, you got the Panthers, the Giants, you have the Cowboys, those teams, right? But they're gonna struggle adapting. Why? Well, because these rookie coaches or these first year coaches didn't have the given time to adapt and input their systems and their play calls and their just overall coaching tactics into these players' heads. I mean, and the NFL let the players go back on July 28th. The NFL Players Association asked for 28 days. And obviously the 28 days ended probably, I think, like the 31st. But still, do you really think that's enough time for any NFL coach to put schemes into these players' heads and have them study the playbooks? No. Now, do you think that's enough time for a bunch of no-name coordinators and a bunch of checkered or decorated college coordinators and coaches to adapt to the NFL and the speed of the NFL? No, it's not. It's just not. It's not. So, people seem to forget, right, that they're going to struggle. As for the Raiders, the Raiders have a leg up on coaching. Why? Because Carr, our offense, Gunther, the defense, those guys have been in the same systems for 3 years. And that's obviously going to help us. Okay? So, for all you people saying, well, we're going to pick the Panthers to win on Sunday, you people seem to forget, right? You people seem to forget that all Panthers coaches are rookies. They're going to struggle. And they're going to be in for a rude awakening. On top of this, right, in addition, you have the Panthers starting 4 rookies on defense. Wow. And I mean, you're gonna think you can cover, you stop guys like Jacobs and Henry Ruggs, who's gonna burn the speed off any cornerback he touches pretty much, and just that young offense the Raiders want to let shine. You think you're gonna stop them when you have those kinds of things going against you? You're not. I expect Carr to play out this game. I hope that he throws a lot to Ruggs, because the Panthers are actually starting rookie cornerback Troy Pride Jr. tomorrow, and he's going to be lined up with Ruggs. The guy's a 4th-round rookie. And I mean, Troy Pride is kind of good, but he's going to struggle, like I've said. And so Ruggs is going to burn off the speed. And so I really hope that Carr throws a lot of intermediate passes to Ruggs, because that'll set us up for a mismatch, no doubts about it. Then Jacobs, it's going to be Jacobs. And yeah, the Panthers defense, or the Panthers linebackers, are pretty decent. They have Brian Burns, and then they have, let me think. They have Brian Burns, and I know there's another guy I'm forgetting. But then guess who else they have? They have Tahir Whitehead. Trash can. Jacobs is going to end his career tomorrow. I mean, the dude can't cover. You throw a blanket over him, he can't cover himself with that. So Panthers fans were actually kind of excited when they signed Tahir Whitehead. Good luck with that one. Shoot. I mean, the guy can't cover for anything. That's just the truth. But I mean, I looked up the stat, but 8 of the Panthers' 11 starters on defense going into tomorrow are brand new. right? With the exceptions of Dante Jackson, Brian Burns. Trying to think of some more. I know there's a few more I'm forgetting, but those are the really big the two big pieces. But I mean, it's, I don't know. I think this is the team that goes as far as the quarterback takes them. And right now, Teddy Bridgewater is an anomaly. Like, we know what he can do when he's got his mind right, but for now, nobody knows. It's anybody's best guess. And I mean, yeah, McCaffrey can become a one-man show, but it's only so long that the man can do it on his own. And I'm not discrediting McCaffrey, because we all know he's the best running back in the league. But I mean, it's only so long. At least the Raiders have consistency. That's something the Panthers don't have. Maybe that's what I've been trying to hit for the last 12 minutes, but the Panthers just don't have that. And yeah, their young stars or young players are going to really try to show out. But at some point, the coaching and the consistency is going to slap the Panthers right across the face. I do, however, expect them to keep it close. Because the Raiders are going to be Raiders, and they're going to probably let one or two stupid things up. If the refs don't screw us, that could help out the Panthers too. But let's hope not. But I mean, that's just the way the Raiders are. They always give up one or two stupid little formations or play calls. So I do expect them to keep it close. But I mean, at the end of the day, consistency with coaches and players trumps youth. It really does. And it's going to show. In addition, I mean, you can't even forget that Carolina's offensive line isn't very good. They have Russell Okung starting. I mean, that guy sucked, right? I mean, so, like I said, Panthers are going to struggle. Their fans might hope, oh my God, hey, we're going to be so good tomorrow. But I know true Panthers fans, they all know they're going to struggle this year. They all expect to win no more than 4 games. I mean, Panthers are going to struggle, and I mean, it's even more than the reasons I listed. That's just going to be the nature of the beast. But like I said, I do expect them to keep it close. I do expect them to have the Raiders woke, I guess you could say, because I mean, look at their 2 receivers, DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel on a good day. Robbie Anderson's alright. But I mean, McCaffrey is going to help him out in any situation. So, yeah. But I think the Raiders get the dub. And I'm going to be very upset. Unless the Raiders do something very stupid tomorrow, I don't see how we don't walk away with this in the end. I just don't. I mean, just think about all the factors, In all, I predict that the Raiders will win 20 to... Actually, I'll give the Raiders a win. Let me think. I'll give the Raiders a win 28-31. Yeah, we'll go 28-31. That seems fair. But, yeah, Raider Nation, that's pretty much all I got. So, I think Raiders win. And for you guys who listen on Show Talk, thank you guys for listening. And for you guys watching on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Tomorrow, I will be going live when the game ends with the YouTube streams. Tomorrow is going to be our first post-game stream in the studio. Woo! That's exciting. That's really exciting. Hopefully the studio is good luck and we start 1-0 in this thing, man. So, yeah. Anyways, see you guys later, Raider Nation. And as always, go Raiders.